Scorpio, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for September 12th, 2023. This is for Scorpio. Last shuffle here for Scorpio. Let's see what's going on. All right, Scorpio, let's see. We have your higher self and we have optimism here. This is your advice. Your higher self wants to talk to you like you wants to talk to you. Have a conversation. Your higher self wants to talk to you about being optimistic, about looking back at your life and seeing when optimism was important to have, and you may not have allowed yourself to be optimistic at all. You might have been very negative about your life in the past, and your own self is saying, you see what you did. You see what you did there. You wasted so much time. You see how much time you wasted. When you look back, you wish that you would have been more positive and more in a better mood or done better. This is sad. It's sad because I've been there. I'm a Scorpio in Lilith. That's my Lilith sign, and I totally understand how that feels there. How you could waste a whole bunch of time being miserable. I spent a good portion miserable, dog, like miserable, and I don't even know why I allowed myself to be in that position in the first place. I really wish I would have made better choices. Sometimes when I look back, 'cause I'm like, I just gave up a good portion of my life to being the misery due to other people, due to another person, all because of love. It happens. Hermit, Six of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. This tells me here that you need to look back, like you're looking back at your life and looking back at how you are known now, maybe because you did not allow yourself to be optimistic about your life. You were very disappointed. You may have been really, really heartbroken. You may have regretted a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes the stuff that we go through in life is embarrassing, and it's like it won't leave you. It won't leave you. What may have been embarrassing may have been the contribution that you made versus what you were getting out of it. You may have to fight to get your part back. You know what I mean? Like, I gave you this, and you have to fight someone to actually do their part with you. And that's something that may have been, like, it's hard to be optimistic because I know what I've been through. But they're talking about, when Hermit comes out, that's about looking back through your life, like no emotion, just like it's a movie. Watch it like it's a Lifetime movie, like it's somebody else's life. And then you look at what you've done and how much you've nurtured and what who you really are, and what you've done over your life, and how what you've done has built you into the person you are today, right? And that regardless of what the people know you as or what people say about you, it's not about that. It's about where you're headed. It's not about where you've been. The only part about where you've been that you need to be focused on is the lesson, right? And the biggest lesson that Spirit wants you to understand is that you don't want to waste any more time being down about anything. I'm not saying that you're not allowed to have emotions, right? But we're talking about Five of Cups is like a deep depression, spending more time than usual, spending more time than Spirit will want you to on sadness, because there's no real time frame on grief or sadness. None. So I'm like, come on, Spirit, clean that one up. But your higher self is the Chariot, Tower, Five of Pentacles, and Five of Wands. This looks like your self, Scorpio, is saying, listen, things could change at the drop of a hat. Right now you may be struggling financially. Tomorrow you may be rich. You don't know. Your higher self is screaming that out. You remember what life was like before. You remember when we were struggling and life got better, but you spent your entire time being upset that you had peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, that you weren't enjoying the moments. And so you may have missed valuable time as a parent, with your children. You may have missed valuable time with your family members that may have passed on. There's a lot of this energy going on here, the drastic changes that really, really shook you. And so they're speaking a lot about that, about how this is not going to, your higher self is going, Scorpio. And you're like, yes, Scorpio. It won't always be like that. Where we're headed is our life could change at the drop of a hat, right? So optimism, Five of Cups, and Hierophant. Let's not waste any more time studying sadness, studying war, right? study war no more kind of energy is what they're saying. Right now, they want you to focus on enjoying your moments, right? Because you don't want to be this hermit energy looking back again, going, dang, 5 of Cups. That's all I remember is me being sad, not enjoying anything while everyone else is going, remember that? You're like, no, I don't remember that. Where was I? Oh, you were just sitting, staring off into space, catatonic, kind of like. Conflict is Ace of Wands, Page of Wands here, and the conflict is moving on, they're saying. The conflict is moving on. You may be waiting for something. You may be waiting for something or someone to come in and I don't know if it's consistently to make things right, but you're waiting for something instead of moving on. You're waiting for reciprocity. You're waiting for the care to be returned. Or maybe money to be returned to you. You're waiting for reciprocity. That's what this is. And they're saying that it's time to move on. You're deserving of having a decision, having that choice. You may feel like you don't. You may be still waiting. Deserving the 3 of Wands and the Ace of Cups. You deserve to hold out, though. They're saying you deserve to hold out until that great love finds you. Ace of Cups a lot of times is a new love, but it's one that's overflowing with opportunity and possibilities and potential. Lots of emotion, true love, divine love. You're deserving of that, and that you deserve to wait on that, and that's a decision you must make. It's something that won't just happen like, oh, I'm gonna wait. They're saying you got to choose. You might have to be beating some people off with a stick. Like, his Scorpio is hot, you know. And that's what they're kind of saying here. Is like, you deserve to be able to wait for it, but it's a choice you got to make. Because you might be approached with a lot of people with, with a teaspoon of the cup, a teaspoon of that coming up to you, and you have to kind of be like, get going now, get. Stop it. Okay. So that's something there that they're saying. Make that decision here because that is interesting. The phone rings, huh? The conflict is that you are waiting rather than moving forward. So they want you to be very optimistic, and they want you to focus on optimism, right? Because if you're sad, you're really going to regret this. I have to say, you're going to regret this. It's going to be something that goes down in your book, your memories. Like, I regret this span of time that I just spent being sad and miserable. I'm so sorry. And I'm not trying to make light of a tough situation or sadness. This is just what they've got for you here. You could be dealing with a Virgo, a Cancer, a Scorpio, a Taurus. Very, very strongly Scorpio, right? Your own sign. Capricorn is also here, and we also have Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. So you could be dealing with a Leo, Virgo cusp, Cancer, Leo cusp, Aries, Taurus cusp. But if you're not dealing with these signs could be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.